Welcome back to the pod.
Welcome back!
We're back!
We are recording this March 8th, right before daylight savings time.
Ew.
We're about 3 podcasts ahead of you guys.
Which will probably eventually get caught up. I mean, there will be some weeks where we're like, oh, we can't do the pod because this and that, and then we'll still have a pod to post.
Right.
So eventually.
Which has already happened, right? Like 3 times?
Yeah.
Well,
2 times.
there was one pod that we decided not to use.
Well, I meant like there was a few weeks we couldn't film.
Oh, right. There was 2 weeks because
Snow?
and then you got sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got an hour and 15 minutes is what we decided, and it'll cut down to an hour.
Probably, because I'm sure there'll be 15 minutes scattered where we say the N-word or...
Yeah, which happens a lot
Yeah.
here. So.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
We say all the alphabets of words. The N word, the R word, the A word, the Q
By
word, the
R word,
Z.
you mean retarded, right?
The Z word.
Xenophobic?
The
I like
Y
how you said it
word.
and Becca didn't even respond.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into a
we
big
shouldn't.
debate.
We shouldn't.
No.
We shouldn't. If
It's fine.
I will stop us if we get into,
That's why we need a code word so that
or I'll
you
just be like, stop.
Well, I was like,
No.
you guys are going at it, and I was like, I'm going to lay down and get comfy.
Yeah.
well, we need a code word so if Matthew says something offensive that he doesn't realize is really offensive,
Barnacles.
and then we don't have to talk about it unless you want to after, and then you could just continue.
I don't know.
I learned something about barnacles that I thought that Becca would be interested in.
Oh no, because that's what I named Barney.
Do you know barnacles are a living creature?
On the side of boats.
I did not know they were alive.
I knew that. Yeah.
I thought they were just like a growth.
They hire people to take them off the boats.
They're like cemented on.
Yeah.
It's weird. I can visualize it in my head right now. And people with that one aversion to like holes. What is that? Fear?
Tryptophobia.
Tryptophobia? Probably.
Tryptophobia. I
I
think.
feel like they would see that and be like,
I mean,
no!
barnacles
Oh.
gross me out, but
Yeah.
like they're like cemented on. And I was watching this documentary, and like they're like little creatures, and you know that they're not related to clams or mussels or anything like that.
They're their own thing.
No, they're related to shrimp and lobsters and crabs.
Interesting.
What?
Yep.
But they don't have any phalanges.
What's a phalange?
Like a arm, a leg, fingers, things that extend from your body that you use to like move and...
So we have phalanges? Yeah. Check out my phalanges, guys.
All right. And we're back. I don't know. I like saying that. And we're back. Just after someone says something, that's I don't know. Not
And
dumb. I don't want to say it's
stupid.
dumb
It's
because it's
stupid
mainly
dumb.
Caitlin.
Oh, no.
I'm not saying it's dumb. Just whenever Caitlin says something, Caitlin would say, and we're back.
That's something I would say.
No, I'm saying after you say something that you would usually say. I don't know. It's situational.
My
Situational
car,
awareness.
my car it stopped working. It is now fixed. It was the alternator. I think I told you, Matt.
Yeah.
The alternator.
That sounds
Justin
like a
put a new
transformer.
alternator in it.
Those are pretty easy to replace.
Yes. Yes. It was.
Comparative to everything else.
I thought it would be a whole job, but Justin fixed it in one night. And apparently there's this part near my radiator that's all like eroded. And Justin's like, if I would have bumped that in just the right way, we would have needed a whole new radiator. And I'm like, oh shit. But the alternator cost $370.
Yeah, they're not cheap. But if you give them your old alternator, they'll give you a core charge, so you'll get some of your money back.
Yeah, Justin was explaining all that to me. He did do that.
Yeah, that's the same thing with batteries, you know.
Yeah.
So
my battery was fine. I thought it was my battery died.
you might still want to replace your battery.
Justin went and had it checked, and they said that it was absolutely fine.
Okay, good.
So my battery's fine, and everything works just fine in my car now. So
Well, it's Toyota, so I trust it.
like my car is like 11 years old, and the only thing I've ever had to replace in it is the alternator. So that's not terrible.
Damn.
It has like 350,000 miles on it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no,
Holy.
it's about to be a junker soon.
Well,
I'm catching up to you on mine.
I still
I
think
have
you got
400 million miles. And
You're
one.
catching up to me.
That's not even the world record for a Toyota.
What is it, Dan?
Like a million,
400 million one?
something.
Yeah, like there's the Million Mile Club at Toyota.
What do you have to do to get in that?
You have to get a million miles.
You have to have sex a million miles in the sky.
Thinking that was my first thought, but then
Our parents, both our mom and our dad and our stepdad.
Well, dad when he was alive.
Yeah, when he was breathing.
Before he
was cremated.
Before he fucking.
Sorry.
And then they grinded up his bones.
I could have done without the sound effects. Oh, dude, with cremation, the one thing that, like, they described the process to us in detail, and they were like, bones don't burn, so we'll have to grind those up. And I'm like, I could have gone without that information. Like, can you just, like, cremate my dad for me? Thanks.
The
Talk
people.
to us.
The viewers.
This is a conversation.
Well, we've had the conversation. Like, we all know this.
Yeah, so I was telling them.
You didn't know this? Oh, shit.
No, I did. I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling them.
I know. But whenever I'm editing, I don't know why. Every time you go, and then I'm like, I don't know why it bothers me. It's
she likes to break the third wall.
Yeah, I know. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're in a movie theater, and they're like, you should know about this. You know that? Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about, Caleb?
Well, I'm just like telling our viewers. You know, all 12 of them.
Yeah.
Fourth wall. You're Deadpool. You're like a Michael Scott Deadpool. That is the best compliment ever.
I actually love that. I love that a lot, actually. Okay, I'll take that. Like when you told me I was Michael Scott and I tried to watch The Office and I couldn't do it in the beginning, and you're like, it's because you're too much like Michael Scott. And then I was like, ugh. And so I pushed through, and everything that Michael Scott did made me cringe so much. I'm like, oh my God, it is because I'm like him. Mm-hmm. Like I took one of those personality tests, and it's like people you were like,
Michael Scott.
It said Michael Scott. It said Michael Scott. Yeah, and I was like, great, I'm Michael Scott. Just because I say things and I do things that are completely inappropriate, and I don't see them as inappropriate, and everyone will look at me like,
Kayla Renee. Cut that. I don't think you want anyone to know your middle name.
I wish I was as funny as Deadpool, though.
I mean,
like that would be like goals.
Was there something you wanted to say something, and then you're like, I'm gonna wait for the pod? Do you want to say it now, or do you remember? We first sat down, and you're like starting to say something.
Well, no talk about. I can't remember what I wanted to say.
Should I just keep talking?
Yeah, you can go. I'm sure if it's important, I'll remember. Be like minute 48 of the pod. Oh yeah, I remember.
Did you guys see the new Avatar: The Last Airbender?
No. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
I haven't even watched all the way through the original. I've seen like on Cartoon Network or whatever it was on when it would come on.
I'm rewatching the original again, and it's.
I know it's good. I know it's great.
Kiss. Legend of Korra is pretty good if you can get past like the first season, because like I think it's only like 2 seasons. It might be 4. Right. No, I think Avatar's. I don't know.
Avatar is a short show. There's not a whole lot to it.
There's like 20 episodes a season though.
But they're like 20-minute episodes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like any other anime, but I just know that Avatar compared to like other animes, because it's technically an anime, right?
No.
No? No. It's more of just American cartoon?
Yes. Okay. It is anime-esque.
Gotcha.
It's like
it's anime's half brother.
Yeah.
So they share the same dad.
See, I think the definition of anime is it has to be made in like Japan.
I don't know. Is that true?
Look it up. Makes sense. I just thought anime was short for animation, but then people associate it with Japanese. But I mean, I
were they just the first to do it? Anime.
I have no idea.
Meaning.
It's probably Japanese, or it might be like short abbreviation.
Oh, it means a style of Japanese film.
Yeah, it has to be Japanese.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why Avatar is not.
You learn something new, gosh darn, every day, brother.
There's also something called anime meat.
Don't click images.
Yeah, don't do that.
It looks tasty.
No, okay, so you clicked images.
Is it a barbecue?
I think so. Oh, I went away.
So you said you haven't watched the new one yet?
Or the old one. I've seen episodes, but I've never sat down and watched it when it wasn't on Cartoon Network as a kid.
The live action covers pretty much season 1. Yeah.
I watched One Piece live action. That was so good. It was hard to get into.
Yes.
But,
yes.
Once you kind of understood that it's not real life and all of it is like trying to be like the show. Mm-hmm. It's like, all right, I can.
So it's real people.
Yeah.
It's weird, especially with One Piece, because you might not understand, but the gum anything. This dude, he ate this fruit. And
it's the animal guy, right?
Loopy.
No.
The big guy?
Luffy.
Luffy.
You said loopy.
You know what I meant.
Like
Luffy.
the big fuzzy dude?
No.
The who?
There's
Gum?
One Piece. Oh, no, that's...
He's a pirate.
Loopy?
He wants to be king of all pirates.
Luffy?
But he ate a devil fruit, and it gave him stretchy powers. So he fucking can... Well, that's the anime. But he'll be like, gum, and he'll be like, brrr, and his arm goes way over there like he's Mr. Fantastic. Oh gum, rocket! And then fucking... It's literally, that's how he talks.
See, I love the One Piece live action, but I did not see the anime. Like, I have friends who've seen it, and they're like, buckle up. Like, this is the fillers of all fillers. Like, it's all fillers.
Yeah,
the whole show.
I've only seen the first season of the actual anime.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
I watched, after I watched the live action, I watched part of the first season.
Mike, he showed me a website where it's anime filler lists. And then you look up your show, and it'll show you which episodes are filler, so you can just skip them.
Yeah.
That's what I did with Naruto, and I literally got through it like hours early, because there's a whole season in the original Naruto show that's just
filler.
Like the whole fucking season.
Any long anime, it's like, you know what a filler episode is? It
means
nothing to do with the
nothing.
plot.
It means nothing.
It's just like they're doing random shit. Like, in almost every single anime I saw, they always, like, I call it every time, they have a filler episode where they go to the beach. It's a beach day filler episode. They're all like, hey, and they go to the beach and they do like the same thing. And I'm like, all right, I've seen this, but with different characters like 16 times.
Yeah.
I think it's a way to show them they're just like you.
And or maybe they're like, we need to get more of these episodes out. And they're like, well, we'll move through the plot too quickly. And they're like, well, make some shit up.
Yeah, I know that's what they do.
Like, there's an episode of Naruto, the one filler episode I can remember is where, like, they just, like, race to the top of this mountain. And that was it. It was like, I can get there before you, and he's like, no. Yeah, it's like, it's always so annoying, and you can tell it's a filler episode when someone hits somebody else, and then it cuts to like their head being really big and their mouth is doing this, and they're going, yeah, you can't fucking do that, you're pissing me off, you piece of shit. Yeah, believe it.
Yeah. No, I actually watch every single episode of Naruto.
Dude,
it took an entire summer.
I don't know why you would do that to yourself. It's not The Simpsons. It's not The Simpsons.
Do you remember when you would watch Naruto on that computer? Mm-hmm. The big white computer we had?
Yeah, and then mom was like, you're watching the devil. And then like didn't let me watch anime anymore because she said anime was from the devil.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you have a MySpace and she found it and was like pissed at you?
Well, yeah, because I'm pretty sure I was talking to like grown ass men on there and shit. I was not doing good stuff. Like I should have had my shit taken away.
I feel like everyone in that generation was definitely groomed by an older man for sure. Like I was groomed by someone, not groomed really. I was kind of more self-aware, but from someone from Gift Boom. One of my fans, he was like Jesus 19. Christ. He would like message me and be like, "I love you," and I would be like, I can't, like, I would be aware of it, and I would be like, oh, that's nice. And he was like, I really like that you don't say it back to me. And he'll be like, you're just like really mature, like you understand that it takes a lot to love someone. And it's like
that, I love that, like being a 16-year-old and these 20-year-old men are like,
14.
you're really mature for your age. You're really mature for your age, Becca. Like, no, you're not mature for your fucking age. They're just a fucking pedophile. That's like
did I ever talk to you about that guy though? You were like, because I talked to you about Gift Boom a lot.
Yeah.
But do you remember that guy?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I don't think you told me about that.
Damn. He was probably like, don't tell anyone. I'm like, secret.
But I do miss Gift Boom because
I know. Secret.
we were doing well on there. It made no sense. We shouldn't have been doing well. It made no sense at all. I just got an iPod, and I was just like, you were already on it, and then I started doing it. What was your Becca the Awesome? Mm-hmm.
That's my name on TikTok too.
Cannibal Man?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. If anyone fucking remembers that, I hope to God nobody ever remembers that, because that was so fucking weird. And then the servers went belly up, and everything was just gone.
They sold it to someone, and they decided to like just cancel it, I guess. But I wish there was a way to like go back and rewatch all my gifts. I have one.
I have the iPod, but it boot loops. So like I'll plug it in, and it'll show the Apple logo, but it'll never get past that.
Oh, I have an iPad that does that.
Yeah.
Is there a way you can do you have the videos on that?
I have a bunch of shit on there.
Can you just connect it to something and
I
like?
tried.
Aw.
The only way you can do it is if you take it somewhere and they have to open it up and pretty much destroy it. But I'm like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Well, now there's the cloud, so we don't have to. If the
True.
boot loops, you don't have to worry about that
Yeah.
no more.
It's literally, you can break your phone right now and just go to a store and get a new one and just download everything. It's so fucking nice.
Yeah.
You don't
Compared to
ever-
where we came from,
You
yeah.
don't ever have to worry about losing anything.
Like even my my MacBook is connected to the
Yeah.
cloud. So if I were to like drop this in a pool or something,
Yep.
I'd be absolutely fine because I can even access all my files on my phone.
Right. It's
Like
fucking cool.
remember when what was it, like example Xbox, the red ring of death?
You'd be like, no, all my save data.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Now that's not a problem
Yeah.
anymore because there's the cloud. Like if
my
you're
games.
remember, like we would always have like computers and then we'd have the external hard drives and we back everything up consistently because if it went belly up, you'd lose all your fucking shit.
Yeah. I mean, I have to do that with my computer still because I don't have it in any cloud.
Yeah.
But that's my own. I'm eventually gonna get a server and I'm gonna do a raid where it's like you get a bunch of drives and it's all acts as one big drive, but it's redundancy. So if one fails, you still have the data.
That's
So,
nice.
Yeah. So nerd shit. Nerd shit. Nerd shit.
We were talking about something about MySpace and then Gift Boom, and there was something I wanted to say.
Naruto, about Naruto.
In that time period, we didn't have smartphones and stuff.
Yep.
So like,
Yeah.
if you really think about it, my time was consumed with other things because I didn't have a smartphone to just watch trash content on. And it was easier for like example for us. Stop it. For us to example me to date a 19-year-old guy because I didn't know any better. I didn't have access to like I had access to the internet but not like we do now. I had to like go to the family computer.
And it's like you would go and like Google what is grooming because you didn't know what it was.
I didn't know what that was and I didn't know how bad and wrong that was.
No, I haven't seen the live action.
The live action is okay. It's a lot better than the movie. The movie, like we can all agree, the movie was atrocious, crime against humanity.
Do you think the people that like are in charge of making the live action, do you think they're like even remotely fans, or it's just more like the anime people like
Anime.
give them permission to do the things and they like give them no direction and they just kind of
Usually when a show is transferred to a new media, it does best when the original creators are on board.
That's what I was thinking. I wonder if they were even a part of it.
I have no idea. I don't know
feel
if the
like it
original
probably
creators were
got
there.
It would have got like better feedback if it was, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it was bad.
So if you've never seen the cartoon, I guess no spoilers, but like the live action, it's like they take all the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Like how Aang is just like happy-go-lucky kid, like in this horrible fucking situation where his people were genocided, and
Genocided.
yeah, they were. All his people were killed. It was a mass genocide of the Airbenders.
I just didn't know genocided was a word.
I think it is.
Get genocided, you fucking kid.
It takes more than one to be genocided.
He's the last airbender.
But they take all the fun out of it, and then like with Iroh,
The big guy.
The
Big
uncle.
Fluffy. Oh, who's the fluffy dude?
Appa,
Appa. Okay.
The
Sorry.
mammoth looking thing? Yeah.
and then with Iroh, it's like he kind of is like a pushover, and he doesn't have his quips and stuff. Like I watched the first 2 episodes of the original show last night, and Zuko was like, "Da-da-da, the Avatar, da-da-da-da-da," and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna go get some tea," and he just like walks away. Like they took that aspect away from him, and he's just like he kind of just does whatever, and it's like you can't just remove these quips and stuff, and it's like the kids are so serious in it, and it like jumps from plot to plot to plot. It's like A to B. Like, okay, it's a show that's like, okay, we got to do this, so they go do that. Okay, now we got to go do this, so they go do that. It's like A to B to C to
It's
D.
just
There's
rushed.
it feels rushed, and there's no like little side interactions.
Like it's not personable anymore.
No, it doesn't feel personable at all. It's like there's nothing in here that is relatable. Like example, I forgot his name. Like Katara has this crush on that terrorist. I forgot his name.
Oh,
Firebender?
the main dude from the fire.
No, he was. I think he
Nation?
was. No, I don't even think he bended at all.
Oh, so he wasn't flexible at all?
No, that's One Piece, Becca. I forgot his name. But
How
like,
about
it's just like they skip over little parts, and then all of a sudden they're like in a romance, and it's like this doesn't.
Ooh la la.
And it's like I don't feel connected to these characters
It's more
at
like,
all.
ooh la la.
You took the connection out of it. You took the connection out of the show. Because I just don't feel it. Like, the characters are pretty spot on. Like, their voices sound similar and they look really similar. And I was, like, happy with that. But, like, there's just no connection there.
They just need to not try to redo something that was already done perfectly fine. Like, quick. Stop.
I mean, yeah. Like, they're releasing a movie next year. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be based around Zuko. And I'm so excited for it. I think it's going to be animated, and they're going to use the original actor who voiced Zuko. So it is a stem off of the cartoon, and I'm like, I cannot wait to see that. I will be there in the theaters, ready with my popcorn. Like, let's go.
Next they're gonna do a musical.
I would hate that. I hate musicals
Like-
with a passion.
Okay, another example of what they should have left alone: the Shrek musical.
That's art. You can shut the fuck up now.
That's art. I don't
Painful.
think I don't think I've seen that one.
It's like
Don't
I watched like 10 minutes of it, and no.
Dude, I was locked in for the full 4 hour. I don't even know how long it is. The whole time I'm like,
I watched the full
Halfway
4
through, they
hours.
get on ice too. I'm just kidding.
no fucking way. The stage
The
comes
swamp
out.
freezes.
Yeah. Like, why is it cold? And everyone's like, what's going on? And they're like, don't get my ice skates.
I was on. You ever get on TikTok for too long and then you see some stuff and you're like, oh my god, I need to get the fuck off here. One of the things I saw was this girl wrote a fan fiction and turned it into a book and is selling it, and it's a spicy Shrek book. And then I think she used AI to make Shrek say some dirty stuff.
Ew, dude. Stop.
And I think it was like, let me in your swamp or something like that.
Shrek's
God.
And then it had like a ripped dude on the front, but he was green.
Well,
maybe. I forgot what it's
Shrek's
called.
gonna drain the swamp.
It was something, drain my swamp or
No,
something.
he's gonna fill the swamp.
I mean, it could have been, I don't remember what it was, but I remember looking at it and I watched the entire TikTok and I'm like, I need to get off of here.
You know that
Like,
one
that
scene?
was so cringe.
That one scene where he pulls earwax out of his ear to make a candle.
Yes.
He does that and he just makes a mold of his cock. And then he gets whatever silicone and then he pours it over it and he's like, my lady, when I'm gone, you can use this. Roar! He does the roar.
Do the roar. Do the roar. Do the roar. I love you, daddy.
I love you,
Daddy. I love
Do
you,
you
daddy.
remember we would rewatch that part like 15 times? It just died.
Or that one part where Shrek was having a nightmare and the ogre kids it was like Donkey's body with the ogre kids. He'd be like, da da.
That part. Da da.
That was the shit we would rewind. That and the Men in Black sugar,
Yeah.
water.
We were like so simple back
More.
then. Like anything would make us die.
I remember
Yeah,
when we were really
anything
young.
could kill us. Yes.
When we were really young before Matthew was born, we were in this basement. Sorry, Matt, you weren't
Wow.
included in this.
Immediately No, it's fine.
We were in this basement. I remember the stairs were carpeted, like it was like a finished basement, and we were watching Milan. And the part where the dude drops down and goes, boo. We were like,
Was it Grandma's house?
I don't know where we were at, but I remember we were sitting on a couch in a basement, and it could have been Momo's house, but I feel like the stairs were carpeted. I mean,
I don't know.
no, Momo never had a TV in the basement when we were kids.
Well, she
No,
did
you're right.
because I used to sit down there and watch Reba with her.
In the basement?
Momo, yeah.
Was that at Center Park or
At the current house.
at her current house?
I guess she did put that box TV down there. The one that I played Xbox on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But what about, didn't Grandma have a house with like, because I remember I watched Edward Scissorhands for the first time at Grandma's house or someone's house, but Grandma
Was
was
it
there.
E.T.? The one that she threw out the window.
That was me.
Oh, that was
I
you?
was scared of ET as a kid.
You were.
Yeah, ET terrified me. I mean, think about it. I was like 4 or 5 years old, and it was like, phone him, and I was like, ah!
That one scene when ET like crash lands or whatever, and is in the woods or the forest, and the kid is, I can't remember the kid's name, but he was like running through the forest, and they found each other. That that scared me. Like, how the fuck Steven Spielberg was like, oh, this is art, and then it was like rated fucking G or whatever.
This is
so
art.
everybody ended up watching it, and it was a nightmare.
Everyone was traumatized.
Just that fucking long ass name.
In the show I was telling you about that I highly recommend to everyone, Resident Alien.
Jesus Christ!
I'm just kidding.
What?
I saw it on Netflix. I was like,
It's so funny. It's
You're
like
showing
cringe.
your age.
I watched Love Is Blind instead.
Did you really?
Have you seen Love Is Blind?
No.
There's a
All
lot
you
of-
women are the same. Watching bullshit shows that mean nothing. I watch manly
Dude,
shit.
okay.
Man versus food.
It is
God
gonna be
damn
you versus food when your cholesterol gets raised and you have a heart attack, boy.
That's the manly thing to do.
Yeah, just die
Don't
from
go
heart
to the
attack.
hospital
Be a
and
man.
just keep eating. Be a man.
Love Is Blind is a feeding frenzy for a narcissist. I'll just say that. Continue.
You look like, or I look like Megan Fox.
Oh my. Okay,
I
she
saw
kind of
clips.
does. It's like from the nose up, she does, but
Yeah.
like everything else, no.
Well, I heard a lot of. I saw so much about it. I did never watch it. People were like, "Yeah, she does look like Megan Fox, but her body doesn't." And the dude was probably.
That's what they said.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
fat
no,
as
I
fuck,
haven't seen
dude.
it. I don't know what she looks like. Okay,
Get that
to
fat bitch
clarify.
out of there,
Well,
dude.
to clarify, she did say, I only say I look like Megan Fox because my eyes are blue and I have black hair. That was our dark hair.
Okay,
She
see, I
said
don't even
that,
know. I
and
don't even
everyone
know.
was like, oh my god, she said she looks like Megan Fox. Look at her.
look at
She's
her.
not frail.
When anyone says Megan Fox, I think of Transformers 1 2010 Megan Fox. Peak Megan Fox.
Okay, shut up.
So when I saw that clip and I was like, shut the fuck up. No, you do not, bitch. You got a
okay,
strong
but
ass
she did
chin.
clarify what she
She
meant.
got the crimson chin compared
then
to Megan Fox.
Crimson Chin.
But a lot of people are like, the guy only chose her because she said that.
He was
But
like,
he didn't
That's what I was gonna
"Oh,"
say.
but he would
He
go back to
didn't
his room and
listen.
just jack off, dude. He would just fucking whack his fucking dick off, dude.
But this is the thing. He didn't listen. He didn't like fully comprehend what she said because she said it was only because she has blue eyes and
All
dark
he
hair.
heard was Megan Fox. He was like,
Yeah, he's like, well,
That's what I was gonna say. He's like, oh,
Word?
she's probably really fucking hot. Yeah.
And then that other girl is like, when you see what I look like, you're gonna be sick. Because he rejected her for the Megan Fox girl.
Wasn't
She's
the
like,
other girl hotter?
Yeah. But she's like, when you see, well, she's problematic because she was like actively trying to take him away the whole time they were together.
I mean, isn't that the point of the show?
Well, no, like after he proposed and everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
so she was still trying to win
Like-
the golden ticket, the pot.
Am I
Wrong
getting mixed
show.
up? I might be mixed up with another
the
couple.
golden buzzer. He was trying to get the gold buzzer.
I can't remember.
He was trying to get the jackpot.
Yeah.
I might be
He
mixed
was,
up
he was
with
just trying to make sure he didn't get a whammy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
God.
Good answer. Good answer.
Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
My nose is running.
Oh my god.
Well, you better go catch it.
I was waiting for you to say that the first time I said my
Yeah.
nose was running.
I held back. Now is my time.
But what were you saying about the alien show?
Oh, on Resident Alien, the main character, he was like, I saw E.T., the alien dude. He's like, I saw E.T. and E.T.'s so hot. And I'm just like, what? Everyone just like glazes over that. They're just like, whatever, he's an alien, whatever. But he's just like, oh yeah.
Did E.T. ever phone that home?
I don't know.
Phone that homo.
But he was just like, and he occasionally he'll reference E.T. and just be like, yeah.
E.T.
But yeah, it's cringe, and that's why I feel like you'll like it too,
So
Becca.
he must like Hispanic people too.
What?
If he's really into aliens.
Oh my god.
I don't think that translates over, and that
Well, I don't know
that's
if-
only relevant in America. That's not relevant
Yeah.
anywhere else.
I don't know how well it translates over. I don't know if Spanish and whatever intergalactic language that
They actually
aliens.
speak French.
Like, je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle. Ichi. Ooh la la.
Oui, oui. Eiffel Tower. Sorry, we just... aliens.
We offended
Stop.
a whole nation.
I'm not worried about it. France, pants on fire.
French toast. French fries.
Yeah, but both of them are American. They're
Why
just,
do they call it
I
that?
don't know, fancy. Maybe the guy was French.
Why does French automatically mean fancy?
I don't know. It's just what we relate it to.
I
Whenever
guess-
I think French, I think fancy.
Like classy.
Yeah.
I think it's because a lot of like designer things come from there.
Well, we also have never been to France.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure France smells bad.
Probably. There's like,
Like
a
the city,
whole,
like it.
there's like a whole phenomenon. It's like the Eiffel Tower phenomenon where people have like this giant idea of what the Eiffel Tower looks like, and they go there and they have like a mental breakdown because it's like not as like grand as it's made out to be.
Yeah.
So like their whole life they're like, oh my god, the Eiffel Tower.
Well,
and they get there and they're like, oh, it's just this.
It's just a tower.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just have a seizure.
It's like the fucking King's Island now. The
Yeah.
King's Island Eiffel Tower. It's just like that. Like
I mean, I can imagine
well,
that.
I think bigger, but
Oh yeah, I think it's 4 times as big as the one in, maybe more. I mean, that one's tall.
Yeah.
But, like, I couldn't even imagine being like.
like you finally see it and you're just like, I'm
You-
disappointed.
I spent $2,000 to fly here for this.
You go to the Eiffel Tower and you know that there's like the area you can walk underneath of it and stuff. There's just like 10 people like all having seizures because they're they're like on the ground face down and they're just
Well, it's easy to
like,
like.
holy shit.
It's really easy to like romanticize a place or like put it up on this pedestal when you've never been.
Exactly.
And plus, and you just look at pictures online. Pictures can make anything, if you have a good photographer, look
Yeah.
amazing.
Peter
And it's
Parker.
like you get there and you're like, oh,
That's why I want to go to Pyongyang,
what's that?
What's that?
North Korea capital. I want to just go there and be like, yo, I've seen pictures of this place. You guys actually feed your people?
Oh my god.
You'll become a
Can't-
prisoner of war.
I just go there and immediately am beat to death with a hammer.
You have to get special permission from like the dictator to be able to even go there.
Kim Jong-un. Oh, Momo told me on the way. I took her to the hospital last week, and we were talking about Kim Jong-un. She's like, I just call him
Yeah, she told me that.
Yeah, yeah. Just call him I'm like, Kim Jong-un? Yeah, I'm like, okay. So I guess if it's easier for you to remember. I mean, you'll never have to come in contact with him, so. Could you imagine
Hopefully.
just going to Walmart and he's just there? Oh, Supreme Leader!
If she remarries and it's him.
You see Momo remarrying? I mean, going from Pawpaw to Kim Jong-un,
It's kind of a flex.
that is kind of a flex.
I mean, I feel like
Pawpaw would roll in his urn.
He would in his urn.
I feel like Momo would like. It would be like one of those scenarios where Momo would just like live in his palace and they would never see each other and she would just be taken
Just
care
wall-
of.
Just like wallpaper get put up, and he's like, no. And she's
She's
like,
like, yeah.
well, no, I just want to make it look nice. And he's like, no, take.
He'd be like, I just want your biscuits and gravy, please.
I just want that sweet pussy, Mary.
Oh God! Don't do that.
You guys,
What if Momo sees this? You know, Mom's not gonna be breeding cats anymore.
Thank God. It's about time.
I wanted to get one. Is Luna spayed?
Yeah.
that's what I was saying. Get in contact.
I would rather contact Becca and be like, okay, well, let's find a
Well, I
boy.
know, but that isn't possible. I'm saying, tell Mom that you want one of her cats. When you eventually are able to get one, she'll be able to contact someone that she gave one of her cats to that are still breeding.
See, the
Get one of
problem
those
with that
kittens.
is I'll have to pay full price.
Not necessarily. I mean, I'm sure Mom could work out a deal. She does that all the time.
Is Mom the deal master?
But you want like a kitten.
Yeah,
You can get a
Hey.
kitten.
obviously, because it has to get used to my dogs.
Yeah.
Like a full-grown cat and a dog.
They'll make it work out. I mean, I'm sure there's a clause in one of Mom's contracts that's like, if I ever want a cat from you, I get one for free, and you can't do shit about it. And then and the lady's like, no, you still have to pay. She's like, Section 4, Article 5. Read it out loud, you fucking bitch.
I own you.
I own you, motherfucker.
That makes me so sad that she's not breeding cats anymore. It makes me want to breed cats, and then we can do the hobby together. Except the cats won't be at her house.
You do not want to do
But
that.
think about
No,
how
because your
long
house smells
she
like
did
cat
it.
piss.
No.
Like She did it before Matthew was even alive.
No, she
We were
started
living in-
when I was alive.
She started at Center Park.
Yeah, we were
Right,
at Center
which
Park.
when I was born, I was taken back to Center Park. You fool.
True.
You
were
fool.
there for
Well,
like a few
you
months.
weren't alive when we had Kissy. That was the very first cat that we had. That was a rag doll.
That wasn't
That
the
was
that wasn't
a
the
rag doll?
Yeah, Kissy.
that wasn't the first cat that she got pregnant.
I thought Kissy was a gray cat.
No, she was okay, so mom's cats from 20 years ago to now, they have she's bred them to have more rounder faces. Like they look like a normal cat but with like coloring like the ragdoll.
thought
And
it
it
was
wasn't as fluffy either. Like they're so much more fluffy than they were when mom first started.
I don't know why I thought she was a solid gray cat.
No, that was a different cat. That one was like really fucking mean.
Oh.
Like it kept jumping off the roof.
I remember that. That's what I specifically remember.
Maybe I'm getting Crystal, not Kissy. Crystal.
Crystal, I
Kissy
know
was the gray
Crystal.
cat. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. It was Crystal. Crystal was the
yeah,
first
she
cat.
had the gray face.
Yeah, and that was before Matthew was born.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember tying
I've seen Crystal.
Yeah.
Well, she's-
Well, we
moved-
had her for so long, but I'm saying when we got her, you weren't alive.
Yeah.
I remember tying a rope to her neck. Like, I'm like, I want you to stay in my bed with me.
That was it Crystal?
Yes.
What was the other one? The one with the gray face.
Star?
Star. Mm-hmm. So Star and Crystal were the first cats we had.
I think.
And then there was a boy.
Luke. No, Luke was later on.
I don't know. We probably shouldn't put this in the podcast.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, we're not...
It's fine.
think?
Yeah,
Mom's gonna be okay?
mom's not gonna care. I mean, it was her business for the
'Cause
longest time.
When like we would have to hide it from our friends and stuff.
Right, but that was
We were kids.
different. I mean, we're not saying anything bad. We're just saying mom had cats and she was breeding cats.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no secret. I mean, she has her own website and she's been basically going on a tour of America showing off these cats. It's no secret.
Yeah, it was a hobby.
Yeah.
But she's done it for
Business.
how long?
But she would
20 years.
She would essentially
Yeah.
break even with the travel expenses and everything. You pretty much make what you spent.
Yeah.
So that's why she's stopping, because it's so much work and it's not enough
Income.
profit. Yeah. Like it was sure, like whenever she would sell some cats, she would have a big old stack of hundreds. It was like, oh
Yeah.
shit! But it
I
was
think-
like, you know,
I think back then it was more for income, and then it started to be a hobby,
yeah.
like when she was making money, and now it's like she doesn't need the money.
Well,
Yeah.
she
hobby.
built up like a cat empire.
Yeah.
Like she showed her cats and got them up to the highest like rank possible, and then the kittens from that litter could be sold for more because they were from like the triple grand champion, blah blah blah, some
Yeah.
fancy cat name.
She was felisenberg.
Yeah, yeah, no, for real.
That's the episode name, Felisenberg. Let's go. God damn it, Becca.
Oh, I have no idea how long it wasn't recording.
Well, at least that one's going. It's probably about to stop.
I reset it.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
It was going for 43 minutes.
That one, your camera's been going for 43?
Yeah.
Okay, then it just stopped because we're at 43, 48. So it just stopped.
Okay. I have to delete.
You better figure that shit out, brother. The hell wrong with you? I was just telling Becca this, that there's like a good 20-minute segment that's just that camera because I was in a hurry just to get it finished editing.
Yeah.
So, but it was like it's like 45 to like 105 or something like that. That's just DSLR. And then the DSLR turned off and I was like, just leave it. And then I started going back to the 3. So, but
Okay.
I was waiting for you to be like, I need you to go back in.
No, you're the one editing.
No, I know. I am the one who edits.
I mean, soon we'll all be able to help.
Yos.
I'm hoping that one day none of us have to edit.
Oh,
and
we could hire someone?
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet. I mean, you guys could pay me. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
I mean, that's what
No,
that was
no,
my
no, no,
original
no, no,
thing.
no, no, no,
Because
no,
it's a
no,
lot
no.
of work.
No,
Like when we start making money.
no. If
I
it's
think-
an hour, I can do an hour.
Once we start making money, I think one of the first things that we're going to do, or one of the first things that we should do, is get Becca a computer that is like the MacBook or your computer so she can edit stuff.
Yeah.
I've been needing one for like
Yeah, we need to get you a fucking nice ass fucking computer. Like I said,
Definitely
a
not
Mac.
a laptop.
yeah.
Like a
Get you
Mac.
desktop.
Get you a tower. Yeah.
We need to get you something like that so that you can edit. Because I looked it up and this is perfectly capable of editing these. So I'm good on that front. So we need to get you one that where you can edit. I just don't have the software to edit. So
Like I could go to school and sit in one of their labs for like all day and edit because they have Mac.
that sounds like
But-
effort. Like that sounds like
But,
too
like,
much to put on you.
Imagine because people go in and out of like labs and it's like they're watching me do it and I'm just like, no.
I don't think people even think much about that kind of stuff. They're like, oh, she's a content creator. And then they'll just move on with their lives.
I don't know.
I mean, if I saw somebody editing stuff and it was them in there, I'd be like, oh, they're a content creator. And I move on with my life.
What if they ask me questions? Can I
That's why
watch
you
it?
have headphones in. And if they disrespect the headphone boundary rule that almost everyone does, like, ma'am, or sir, excuse me, sir. And you're like,
That
What?
makes me-
yeah, you gotta take your headphones down.
That makes me want to rip my skin off, if I'm honest.
It's like, when I have headphones on, please don't bother me. Like, I have people holler at me and I'll have headphones in at work and I'm like,
Dude, go ahead.
High school was ruthless with that shit. I would have headphones in and kids would just rip the earphones out of my ear to try to talk to me.
That would piss me off.
There was people that would, some people would text me because I saw that I was on my phone. Some people would just tap me, which is fine. But some people would just be like, hey, so I'm like,
Like, did you have the wired or the buds?
Wired.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
Wired
like,
was easier because they
Ugh.
fucking yanked those fuckers out of my ear.
that would piss me off.
I almost got into a fight because of that.
That would definitely do it for me.
Yeah.
that'll do
for
it.
me. Huh?
I said, that'll do it.
But me and that kid are cool, so it's not a big deal.
Sounds like a bitch.
That was like freshman year. So
Sounds like freshman behavior to me.
yeah.
Oh, but yesterday, I delivered a package and this lady was walking by.
You threw it at her. You hit her on the head. And she was going hoopla. Threw it at boom.
No, I didn't
Okay.
do that. But I delivered it. I took a picture of it, so it was like already done. And I was walking away. She was like, "Yay, yay!" And I just ignored her because, like, obviously, first of all, if I hear a sass come out of your mouth, and I don't even fucking know you, I'm not gonna give you the time of day. First of all, it was a Karen ass bitch. And she like every time she would say hey, it was getting louder and like more aggressive.
What did she even want?
I don't know, but I ignored her and just walked back to my car. 'Cause, like, who the fuck are you talking to like that?
Not me.
Like she was a random pedestrian. So like you have no business talking to me. I have no business talking to you. Why are you screaming at me?
I have people who do that, and I will give them the time of day, and they'll like react that
It's
way,
never
and I'm
worth it.
like, what?
It's never worth it to give them.
And they're
time
like,
of day.
oh, I just had a question about your EDV, and I'm like, all of that to ask me a question.
She
Yeah.
like the way she like screamed.
I had a dude chase my van around. Like, I delivered a package. This is when I was new, and I delivered it to the wrong building in an apartment complex. Like, it was like one of those big apartment complexes that had 2 entrances out front. So I delivered it to the wrong entrance by accident. And the dude was like screaming, like, hey, hey! And he was chasing it was dark out, okay? And the van I was in, the door was broken, so it was clanging. Like, in my ear, all I heard was and I was like, is there a dude yelling? And I just remember looking in my rear view mirror, and he was like waving his arms and shit, and I'm like, oh my god. And so I stopped, and I'm like, sorry, I didn't really hear you, it's fucking loud in here. And he's like, my girlfriend got me this birthday present. It was like $100. This was before inflation, okay? It was $100 art kit, and I've been waiting for it all day, and I've been like really fucking excited about it. And you delivered it to the wrong entrance, and I can't get in there. And I was like, I don't have access to the entrance.
Like you put it on the outside.
No, I put it inside the building, but it was like he didn't live on that side, so he can get in. So like literally I did what he could have done, and I was like, fine. And I got out and I just clicked all the buttons, all the ring buttons.
Sometimes
and,
that's all you gotta do. That's all you
yeah, and then someone's like, hello. I'm like, yeah, it's Amazon. I need to get in the building. And then they buzzed me in. But I had to click, I went, and then I'm like, there you go. And then I went back to my van. Like, he could have done that himself, but like I was brand new, and I just
Yeah.
delivered
or he
it
was
wrong.
stealing the package, and you just let him steal it.
I don't know. It was like group stops when you're new are very confusing.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning when Amazon first started, like their delivery service. It was not easy to do because there'll be apartment building 71 and apartment building 73. And then it didn't make it obvious that group stop included both those buildings. So it would be very easy for me to deliver it all to 71 because it would be like a whole list, like 10 stops. They all say 71, and then one of them say 73. Yeah. Now they have it fixed where it's a lot easier to do that. But in the beginning,
they won't allow you. They'll be like, this, you can't group these together.
Yeah. They didn't used to do that. Or if you try to deliver it, there's a geofence now. So with the geofence, if you're not in the geofence, it'll be like, you're not at the correct location. So like it's a lot easier now to not, like if you have to like try really hard to deliver it to the wrong spot now. Unless the houses are really close together, it's really hard to deliver to the wrong spot.
Speaking of getting the wrong packages, when I during the pandemic, I ordered Stitch Fix because I thought it'd be cool to like get outfits or whatever and just try them on to see if.
Oh, I've always wanted to try that.
And I don't recommend it because I don't know if what happened to me was a rare thing, but I ordered it. I got one package, and then I tried the stuff on, and I was like, it's okay, and I returned it. And then like the next month, I got 4 or 5 Stitch Fix boxes show up at my door, like big boxes, and I opened one, and I'm like, that's not my name. And I opened the other one. That's not my name. I opened the third one. That's not my name.
Oh my God.
None of them were for me. They were for other people, and for some reason, they all got sent to me. Like the outside label had my name on it, my address, but the inside had, "Hello, Marcus. Thank you for using," or like just random people's names. And I remember just having all this shit in my room, and I was like, what the fuck?
Did you get charged?
No, I didn't get charged for anything.
No, those people probably... Did you return it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took me like over a month to do it because
That's
I was in
annoying.
contact with customer service, and for some reason the process was very slow.
I'm glad that you actually made the effort instead of keeping it because Stitch Fix, how it works is they send you clothing, and what you keep, they charge you
Right,
for.
but they wouldn't have been able to charge me because none of that stuff was under my name.
That was my point. They would have charged the people.
Yeah. So I could have kept all those clothes, all those 4XL clothes.
Oh.
But, you know.
That
It
has
was-
to be something on their end, obviously.
I did FabFitFun.
I never heard of that.
Okay.
I think I did.
It's
Or
like-
no, maybe I didn't. I did the
I've heard
Ipsy.
of AFAB.
That FabFitFun. Okay, that box, I loved that. I think there's dramas with the owners or something right now. But like, I love that box. It was like a girl's fucking dream. It's like shit that you would, if you go into like what the fuck is the store called?
Forever 21.
No, like a Ross or a home goods store.
Claire's.
So was it
No.
clothes?
No.
Oh.
No, it was like random decoration. It was like a bunch of random shit. Like there'd be random decoration items, cups, it like stuff you would go into the store and be like, oh my god, this is so cute. And put it in your cart, right?
Yeah.
But they would send you just random shit every month, and I love that box so much. It was, I think they did it 4 times a year, so it was like $200 a year. $50 every box. But like I would get cool cups, little trinkets, and I loved it so much. But there was one time, and Maya actually got the stuff from this. They accidentally sent me 2 boxes, and they were identical.
Aww.
They both had my name on it, so I gave Maya most of the stuff that was in that box because she was like me and appreciated the like there was like an eye roll. There's some skincare stuff in there.
Oh yeah, I remember now. There's a face roller.
Yeah, the face
we
roller.
We have that in the freezer right now.
Yeah, I think I have mine in my freezer too.
Yeah.
But it's like for under eye circles. Like if you can ever afford that box, it's like a woman's dream.
Was there like one of those stones that like
The face shaping
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had stuff like that
Maya,
in
Maya
there.
still has that.
Face masks.
I don't know how often she
lotions.
uses it, but there was one of those stones in the bathroom for the longest time, and
It's
then
like for drainage. Like to
Yeah.
drain the liquid out of
Ooh,
it. It's
that
really
sounds-
gross.
that
But
sounds
that's what it
fucking
is.
gross.
Because like when you wake up you can be puffy, so when you use that it like helps to like shape your face and drain the
Oh, I didn't know that
You
was
just
before. But yeah, no, FabFitFun. I fucking love that box. I loved it so much.
There
It was like
one-
Christmas every few months.
Was there one for like it was something that PewDiePie did. What was that? The
Oh,
one that was like
PewDiePie.
I did one of those and I got cool stuff in it, but
Oh,
I can't remember. Loot box?
Yeah,
Loot
Loot
box.
Crate. Loot Crate.
That was really cool. I
Mike
like that.
Mike gets those.
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. But I did it one time. It's too expensive, but
It is kind of expensive.
I love subscription boxes. Like there was
Yeah.
a time I had like when I lived at Momo's house and I didn't have any bills, I had so many like subscription boxes that would come in. It's just like Christmas, and it's
Yeah.
like so exciting because you don't know what you're gonna get, but you know it's gonna be something that you like.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the mystery bags at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I think that's where that came from. The need
love
for that.
those.
Like if I ever, get out of crippling debt, I probably will get some kind of Loot Crate subscription box or something.
I don't think Dollar Tree does the mystery bags anymore.
No.
It's so sad.
That was like a really good idea on Paul's part because
Yeah.
go there and spend like what $9
We
between
would get
three
or
kids,
4 each, yeah.
and we're good for like the next 2 weeks of toys.
We would get random items.
I know, because we eventually got like every single thing, so we would just start getting like dry erase markers,
Yeah,
balloons.
Fishing lures.
balloons. Yeah.
I loved one of my
know.
favorite things you get from the dollar store were these fishing. They were for fishing. They were fake fish that you were supposed to put on your hook.
Yep.
But I would sit out with a Tupperware container full of water and I'd be like,
Yeah. It was so fun.
and I make them kiss.
Well-
See, I wish I had a Reddit story for today because right now would be the perfect time to read one. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. What the fuck, dude? How could you just let us all down like that?
I mean, I might have one that I from in the docs. I might have one
Who are you docking?
that I
Who are you docking
got
with?
for past episodes, but we never read.
Oh,
Do you want to?
Yeah, I will have to look at it.
I'll just make one up.
Okay.
So I am a 31 male, and I was beating my female 25 wife, and she called me a bitch, and so I actually hit her even harder because of that, and she got a bloody nose, and that blood got on one of my shirts that I inherited from my father, and so that was, I think she's the asshole for that.
So I used the shirt and strangled her to make sure she knew what she did was wrong when
Yes.
she bled on it.
I actually cut off all of her phalanges.
Phalanges.
And
Phalanges.
I duct taped her to the bottom of a boat at the nearest pier. So she is a barnacle.
So did she
She's
die?
a barnacle.
I turned her into a functional barnacle.
So did she pass away from bleeding out or from drowning?
I couldn't tell you. I had her duct taped the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah. So, that's how my week went.
Okay, but what about her cat? What did you do with the cat?
I don't want to talk about it.
So everything else you shared was wasn't enough, but then that's too much.
I'm not really interested. I don't think it's, proper to pry.
All I have is I have a really, really long one, and it's like relationship advice, basically. It's like, look, it's really long, and there's also a whole nother update post.
Whoa. Okay, maybe
Yeah,
we
so
shouldn't.
no, not this one. We don't have time to
A
read this one.
paragraph. One paragraph. 5 sentences max.
Yeah, this one is like really like bad.
Is there a Cliff's Notes version?
Is there a TLDR? Too long, didn't read.
Dude, imagine you like pour
No.
your heart out to someone.
And they're like, too long, didn't read. And they're like, this is pretty much what she said.
But yeah, I don't have any to read today.
God damn it.
I know.
Well,
Hang
I
on.
have an update on my situation with
Oh yeah, okay. There we
But-
go. I was just trying to think of a topic of conversation.
A cock kick.
You
A
know,
cock
Did I-
break.
topic.
Okay, so I have one update, but did I say last time that I thought that he might have murdered her?
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
update.
that was like I was telling Justin about it, and Justin was like, "Why didn't she call the cops?"
I have a new theory, but she's alive.
Oh, you saw her?
She's here.
Thank fucking God. Okay, we thought she was
okay.
dead.
So I could hear her because I assume she got back. She got back with the boyfriend, but she's living here again. I haven't seen that guy since I talked to you guys last. So he's
Okay.
gone.
So he's the one that died.
She killed him.
Yeah.
No, but I heard them fighting, and she has like this signature thing she does when they're fighting. It's like this squeal. I can't even like recreate it, but it like woke me up out of a dead sleep.
Oh, next time they're fighting, you gotta like record.
I recorded the one fight, and I posted it on TikTok.
Did you just get a cup and put it to the wall with the phone on the other side? Like,
No, we need a audio clip of the squeal.
Oh my God, I might actually have.
maybe she just has a pet pig in there. And they like
she does it outside. She'll run around and like it's like what a toddler does.
She's like a little piggy.
I don't know. I don't even know, but that's how I knew for sure she's alive. 'Cause I heard it.
I remember when I was in an abusive relationship, it turns you into a person that you're not.
Yeah.
And so like when you're describing her like as a toddler and stuff, it just makes me think of how I acted, and I probably acted very similarly because you feel absolutely out of control and your feelings are always not justified in that relationship.
Yeah.
So you respond in such a childlike way. And people from the outside are like, oh my God, what's her problem?
Like they push you so much.
And you're
then you
pushed
break.
to your limit and you like break. And yeah, it's toddler-esque.
But I heard their fight yesterday. I don't know if he's here right now or like if they were on a phone call, but she was like on a phone call. That sounded so dumb. But shut up.
No, that sound that made me laugh. Someone threw a rock at a dumpster or something.
But she was like, if you leave me, I have nowhere else to go. So I assume that she can't live here unless someone else is like helping her pay for rent.
You should just let her move into your place.
Yeah.
Yeah, just you know.
She's my pet pig.
Oh, for the squealing!
We come in and there's just someone on all fours with a collar on, just mud all over the floor, just staring at us. We're
That
like,
would
what
be
the fuck?
an absolute nightmare because
She's in the box.
they can't see the box.
No, the silence was just like all of us were like,
I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave.
no,
But
The box.
le box.
but
You were like,
I'm
no.
like, no. You had the
She-
camera perfect
okay.
and you ruined it.
a part of me, I don't know, but she was like, I have nowhere else to go, but then she was like, if we ever fight like this again, I'm breaking up with you. So it was like such a polar opposite thing, and that kind of reminds me of like, I'm not diagnosing her or anything, but like with BPD, it's like you are on polar opposite. It's like such a push and pull where it's like, I fucking hate you, get out of my face, but please don't leave me. Like
Yeah.
it felt like that kind of situation.
It's like a trauma bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what else was I gonna say? There was another theory I had. Well, Justin kind of came up with it, but because the smell of cat piss. Okay,
Yeah.
it's more like his theory, but it's like since the guy was sitting in the hallway.
Smoking meth.
Okay, but if he was cooking in the apartment,
Yeah.
obviously he wouldn't be able to stay in the apartment because
I didn't think about that. No, you're absolutely right.
Because, like, in Breaking Bad, they can't stay inside the RV when it's, like, over smoky and shit.
Yeah.
To, like, it needs a ventilator, whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's, like, you shouldn't stay in the cooking room as you're cooking because it's, like, toxic. So he had to get out of there. He's not wearing a shirt
Yeah.
so that the smell doesn't come with him into the hallway, I guess. I don't know.
But he's actively smoking meth out in the hallway, too.
Yeah.
He probably did cook in there.
What if that was the reason he sat in the hallway? Because he couldn't be in the apartment as he's cooking.
That sounds like that makes sense.
Maybe he just took a fat shit in the toilet and it stunk up the place and he was like, I can't.
Everyone likes their own brand, so you
Supply?
talked about that the most recent episode that
no,
we
that's
posted.
true. Yeah. I'm not gonna go further into that. I've already gone over this topic.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen again. For another couple of episodes. Give it like 3 more episodes. I'm gonna be like, dude, the smell of my fucking farts. Oh my god, I could come, brother. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the podcast.
We still have 10 minutes left.
We don't have to. I mean, I doubt we're gonna cut out much from this episode. Maybe like 2 minutes will be cut because we didn't. I mean, I only said retard once. That's probably gonna stay in.
Twice.
Well, I'm gonna keep it in. I'm not worried about it. If they come for me, they're gonna come for me, not you guys. So it's okay.
But we're
like I said-
affiliated with you, so
like I said, it's coming back. So
You keep saying the word "cum."
we should get a cum counter in the corner. It's like all gooey, and like kind of like that one thumbnail I made.
Do you remember when I painted "cum" on the
Oh
our
my
bed
god,
frame?
Chuck had to fucking scrape that off.
Dude, that was okay. I was low-key embarrassed that he found it, but I used
He
glow in the
found
dark nail polish on our bed frame, and I wrote in big letters CUM. But then it's like I put so many layers on that you could see it when the lights were on.
It was pink. You could see it.
It wasn't
I
pink.
forgot about
Yes, it
that.
was.
It was not pink.
Translucent.
It was green.
It was green.
Okay,
It was glow in the dark.
But you could see it because it was like a white wood or like a lighter.
I just put too many layers, so it was like greenish. And
It
he
was
like,
so obvious. I'll never forget him going in there. Like, we had to scrape this off.
I don't know. I remember being so embarrassed. Like, he found it.
When it's like you could obviously see it was there.
And that was like 2 years in the Chuck era.
Yeah.
So like
The Chuck
it was
era.
pretty early in the development of all of our relationships with him. So it's like I'm sure he probably doesn't even think about it now. But like no,
He definitely does.
no. I don't think you.
He had to sand it, right?
Yeah,
Or-
Chuck doesn't dwell on things unless it's his ex-wife. Every once in a while he'll be like, you'll see the.
For those of you who
Whatever
don't
we're
know,
talking
Chuck
about.
is our stepdad.
We said
I know, but I'm just clarifying. I'm just clarifying.
Alrighty.
What was that guy's name in Wild Thornberry? Because that's
Nigel.
no the.
What was his
That's
name?
who you remind me of. Yeah, what was his name?
Let's look it up. Nigel Thornberry. I feel like that show is a fever dream.
Same Spencer.
Yeah. Can you imagine, like, he just, like, do the noise again? And his name is Theodore.
What is his fucking... Donnie.
Donnie Thornberry?
Yeah.
I remember going to the movie theater, and what was it, Burger King gave out these scratch and sniff things.
Oh yeah, for the movie.
And then on the
Burger King.
movie screen, it would be like, okay, it would say like number 3 in the corner, and then you were supposed to scratch and sniff number 3 while you watched the
I
movie.
literally just could smell it for a second. What the fuck?
Yeah. You remember that?
Do you remember? Okay, I brought this up before, and no one fucking remembers. When...
I knew we should have ended the podcast when we had the chance. Holy shit! She's about to pick me up with the grabber. Oh fuck!
I'm sorry.
What's the timer at too?
12?
Okay,
I don't
so
know.
we should wrap it
I
up in
made
the
that
next
up.
5 or so.
I
Yeah.
made that up.
Oh, what the fuck?
I made it up.
You goddamn bitch.
I gotta tell Mom my car's fixed,
Yeah, I should probably tell her.
because I'm going to the gym with her tonight.
The gym. You're going to the Jimothy?
Yep.
Nice.
Going to the
Did I
Jimothy.
hit
Watch
you?
it. No.
Okay.
I said watch it, buddy.
Okay, Becca, tell us about your fever dream that nobody else remembers but you.
Oh, I was like, what was I saying?
I remember.
Oh, not a fever dream, but like it seems like it, like no one else remembers this. 6.
Okay.
Burger King, they had this thing where you put fries in the bag, put cheese seasoning or whatever, and then you shake the bag and it would make the fries like seasoned.
I remember that.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? It was like cheese.
It was
powder.
like, I was really excited about it. And then I remember it being like not that great.
I don't remember, but they only did it for a short time, but I did it like twice. And everyone's like, this crazy bitch, what is she talking about?
Yeah, I don't think that it was that great because it didn't. I don't think they ever did it again.
I don't know. I think about that sometimes and I'm like, I wish I could do that right now.
Just get some ranch seasoning packets and then you could put that on your fries and shake it in your own bag at home.
Garlic powder would probably be good. Like a little bit of garlic powder.
Ooh.
If
And some
you-
Parmesan.
Garlic.
If you, garlic parmesan, there you go. If you deep fried, made your own fries, and then as soon as they're out of the fryer, instead of putting salt, you get a little tiny bowl of garlic powder and you shook it up,
Like when they still got the grease
and it
on
would
them.
stick to the fries.
Some garlic salt.
And
Yes.
some parm.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, we should probably.
All right,
wrap
it's
it
time to wrap
up.
this
We
up.
should wrap it up. Alrighty, this is episode 7, or actually no, sorry, 6, because 3 will never see the light of day. So this is episode 6 of KBM.
Kaboom!
Probably going to be called felisenberg, and the thumbnail's going to have Heisenberg, and it's going to get so many views. It's going to be great. Just kind of manifesting.
Yeah.
So
It's gonna be great.
it's going to be fucking great, guys. All right. Great Gatsby.
1 million
Leonardo.
views.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Matthew. I'm going to just go with it for once. They're
I'm
like, oh, his
George.
name's Matthew. It's not Tommy. Anyway. Call back.
What do you say, Gummy?
Sorry.
don't
Breaking Bad
get-
reference.
I was
It's
gonna say I don't get the reference.
It's all right. You don't have to get the reference. The people. The guys. The dogs. Anyway. Woof. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we can wrap this up before our camera cuts prematurely. Becca.
What did I
Anything-
do?
Oh,
anything-
your phone kept cutting out.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to say before we wrap things up? I'm good.
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. Becca?
Goodbye.
Becca, you good?
Fish only have a attention span of 3 seconds.
Is that a fact?
Goldfish. And you guys are like goldfishes. Because your
Yeah.
brain is small.
Is it fish eye?
okay.
Fish eye.
Fishishes?
Fishes.
All right. All right, bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.